everyone, how are we doing today? I'm nervous as heck because of this is my first real scary game on stream where I'm vulnerable, even though I shouldn't feel vulnerable. I'm just like my mans, right? I'm happy to be playing this with you guys. Thank you all for your support, especially as of this past week. I couldn't believe. And come on, Stream Elements, catch up with everything. I might need to do something real quick since Stream Elements is not wanting to listen to me. And for the meantime, at least I have my YouTube on here. How are y'all doing? Before we get into the nitty-gritty that is horror. Let me check things real quick. Okay, I am on stream. I don't want to do the same thing as before. So, I'll come back in a second, show you what I have with me, and I'll start getting into the stream. So, I'll hit the away from keyboard. As I said, I have my mans with me. For a horror movie, I do need to, well, horror game, I do need to have a little bit of protection, even though I'm quite a bit like him. I don't usually like horror movies that much. So, I hope you don't mind me having this in front of my boobas for today. I'm going to go straight into the game now. Let me pull it up. Excuse me. I hope you guys don't mind Be having him around. Let me check latency real quick. Everything looks good. So let me close some of this down. How does everything sound so far? If you could hear the nighttime rustling. I better not turn it up too loud. Oh, my mic's not... My mic's not as loud as it usually is? Huh. How about this? And sorry I brought another guy into the mix. I feel safer though. Let me check everything out. Okay then. Let's get started. Hey, want to hit up the karaoke place? Oh, I'm surprised. Thank you. The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. The story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses? I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope. She just disappeared. Just up and poof from the library. One student librarian said she was researching something there, but then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So she checked in on her. But when he did... the only thing left was her arm. It had her really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar? Yeah, it looks like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. Pretty good, Dougie. How are you doing today? For real? There's a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Huh? Miki? Wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe the rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Oh, sorry you have to do an overnight shift. Cut it out. You're scaring me. I hear snatches of an idiot ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. It's called the Spirit Hunter Death Mark. I've heard it's supposed to be a pretty good horror game. Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion in front of me. Strange, I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs, my ears are buzzing. My head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? All I find is a business card, an elegant printed letters is a name. Sayakujo, spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. Guess this must be Kujo Mansion then. Kujo Mansion, Sayakujo. Those names sound familiar somehow. Only one way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my arm. It's a strange scar. When did that... I could just be imagining, but... I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears on the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to have heard my knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in standing outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light came from the window. Is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent, except for the constant ticking of a clock's second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium expands to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they don't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. The staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. It's bad to do any of this. Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. I'll do some stuff that's more geared towards cliche and some that I think is right. I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse? Great, I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? I feel like either way I'm going to have a bad choice. Shaking and reach out to touch her skin. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press on her arm. She makes the strange sound I heard earlier. Now it makes sense. She's a doll. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief. It's disappointing. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Looking up, I spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what is making the sound. I reach the second floor, ignoring the clock, and head towards the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's no answer. I push the door open. Push open the door. It's dark inside. It's strange. I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Walking through the room is an odd smell. Sugary, like ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. Yeah, it is interesting to read. Nice to see you here. How are you doing today? The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in the sweet smell. I know the scent. It's a metallic tang. Blood! Lightning flashes and I catch a glimpse of something. I'm glad you're doing great. I hope you don't mind me using a picture of you on here. Hi Random, how are you doing today? I'm laughing just to get rid of the creeps. The startlingly grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. Sadly, I'll take the typical cliche. Dead body. So bizarre that I can't stop staring. Is that those mushrooms that take over? Blowing flowers are everywhere. Bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze horrified. Hello, Sylvia. How are you doing today? I hope you don't mind horror games. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm going to throw up. Thank you so much, Random. I definitely didn't expect to be at this so soon. In the next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body's gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least I really much prefer it was. Ninja. As long as I'm not the only one playing. Really? The name? The name changed? I don't have Riz. Trust me. If you want Riz, go to the others. The only parts of My model, the Avarice, is covered up right now. Because I'm kind of scared. It's a bathroom, at least I prefer it was. With the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. No, it's not! Sorry for the weird, like, no! I just don't believe it. No matter what. Am I a... Thanks, Ninja. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape the whole bizarre situation. When I stumbled back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. Oh. I care so much for you guys. The clock has stopped chiming too. I decided to have another look around. All the furnishings are old enough to be antiques. Reminds me of certain alchemist mansion. Sorry. They match this old-fashioned mansion. The eyes of the doll are open. A large doll sits on the couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So what to do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. What do you mean by that? You're asking for forgiveness from a sin. The name's Avarice. I'm a sin. It is so good. Both of them are. I know it's odd in some places. Especially Brotherhood, I'd say at the very beginning. But it's so good. And I can't help that almost everything about me is based off of one of the sins from it. I know, right? I never thought I'd ever even make it to 100 by the celebration. Well, whenever you get the chance, Ninja, I implore you to watch it sometime. It's really good. Especially the homunculi. In both versions, I love greed. For way different reasons. Outside of the first greed will always be the number one. To me, anyway. Plus, Mayoshi actually does like Full Metal Alchemist too, and his favorite is Edward Elric. Kind of makes sense with Carbon. But please no. Mine would be hectic, for one. Very hectic. Welcome to Kaiju Mansion. Koju Mansion, not Kaiju. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I saw the corpse. Up to this point, I was nothing more than an observer to these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. We are not trying to do an anime. I'd be relieved if one day I could get an artist to even animate a little bit of my lore. But first I need to feel like an actual streamer and get a job right now to supply all this. To make me get better at this. Thank you for all this, though. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined. I'm curious how that would go with all of us. Please do whenever you have time, Random. It's really good. I can't tell you how good it is. There are some typical tropes of anime that veer it off some, but the whole story itself, especially number one, I think, even though it's number one, which is 03, doesn't pertain to the manga like Brotherhood. I could go on a freaking rant on which one's better and which one this and which one that. One of these days, I need to put a spoiler warning on one of my videos and just talk about it. Well, technically, like in the anime, if you've seen pictures of Fullmetal Alchemist, the brother is a suit of armor. Everyone thinks it's a robot. And even in the anime, they think the suit of armor is Full Metal Alchemist. I need to stop and play the game rather than freaking out over. Avarice means greed in a sense. It's the Greek term or the Roman term? Like in the anime, they refer to themselves as like Greed the Avaricious. And Lust the Lascivious. I need to stop because I can go on a freaking whole video on the animes. But her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. Same as me. She slowly folds her arms together, so she can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Saya Kujo, was unable to escape from the mark then. Saya Kujo. Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's that? What's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? I would love that, actually. I just need to make sure where to get the first one, because I'd watch all 52 episodes of the original, and then another session later on, well, another group of months later on, it'd be Brotherhood. Or if I could switch back and forth or something. I'd definitely work on something like that. I'm one of those, though, that has watched the anime so much that I can almost say every word by episode or anything. Especially the Greed arcs. Yeah, just like how the other Vtubers can know a lot about Aroshi, I'm more so with FMA. I can't remember the 52nd word of yeah, the first time I've ever watched it, I can't even remember how old I was. But it was in 2005, I believe. I would have been around 9 or 10. I believe, anyway. I don't mean to bring up too much information, but I'm not saying anything else. I just got into one of those moments like, when was I? But well, my friend was like that with Harry Potter for a long time. But anyways, back to this. Because after this, I need to get off soon and prepare for 7 Days to Die. She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Saya invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I'd like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that is a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... break out in a sweat. My throat's drying up. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see, then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. No, somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have a placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. I guess you could pretty much figure out what I'm going to do name because of this is a guy who I'm playing as. I'll go with my pillow here. Technically that's how we became our sins, but technically that was by someone else. Maximum grief. Crap. The last name. Duh. I keep on forgetting this Japanese game, so it goes last name, first name. Why can't I think? Where is letters? Yep. Oh, we can choose what we kind of look like? Huh. Lord Incarnate. Turbo greed. Regular greed. Gussy power down. You guys. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. Seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. It's okay. Take your time. About probably at 10, I might get off and prepare for, well, 10 my time, which is Eastern. I'll be getting off and getting ready for Some Days to Die. Corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death, all the while suffering from their terror of losing oneself. I know how that is. It can't be that mean I'm... Yes. The fact that you've forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Incarnate, you will die this very dawn. Huh. Hasn't scared me yet, but... My memories skip forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I could probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in the guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I've fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? Are we in Dr. Seuss? Dark Dr. Seuss? Might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. She might not know. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hadn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans. Good morning, LiveIncarnate. Are you feeling better now? Sort of. Wonderful. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only 2 paths. First is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark a few days prior to her death. She found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. You're always going to come back to me as Moss Wine, aren't you? I just realized it now. I said I was sorry about that. So she doesn't know anything after all. There's some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Although you would grab a hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Hi there to you. How are you doing today? Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? This is a life or death situation. Life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Of course, I want to try to live. Time's up, or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick, careful, and... Well, what? I know, right? I am sure. This is a The Last of Us or... Oh, a Jackarade. Hey, Kuro! Hey, readers! Of course, Ninja. I hope you all are doing okay. I hope things went alright with Splatoon. Yes, Greed-sama. I can't help myself but to have him with me. I needed him. This hasn't gone very creepy yet. Very scary. And in about half an hour to 45 minutes, I'll switch off and go to Some Days to Die. Yes, we all need him in our lives. Humans think greed is a bad thing, but everyone wants what they don't have. Now, let me get back to the game. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul. Hi, Bicon! Hi, everyone! Accelerated dialogue will speed up while pressing the LB button. But certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. The start button will display previous dialogue. Auto mode. Hide the dialogue window. Press Y. Excuse me. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? I'll fight the mark, of course. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Incarnate. I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. A knock at the door. Who'd come at this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. Seems that another mark bearers have arrived. It is instinct that she knows these things. Not instinct, but I just made a mistake there. Maybe she has come mysterious power, being talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Incarnate? I do apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll such as myself welcomes them. Yeah, doll lady. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I'm unable to walk. I went to the front door to greet our guests, people fated to die like me. I wonder what they're like. Who I find at the door are not who I expect to see this late night. A high schooler. A small boy. These kids have the mark. No way. We're to see Professor Cujo? Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I am here in the mansion. I'm... Huh, okay. She's got so much spiritual power, it's no surprise she'd have disciples. She seems to know Saya. Now that I think of it, the business card did say spirit healer. Going off the girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in Ubart's Monthly. Cult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. Accompanying articles says that mark is soul inhabiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Koju Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Molly lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. It's never happened to me before. Do you think the scar's doing it? The article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. A high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Seems to have no retort on that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring one. Welcome to Gujo Mansion. What? It spoke! With that, 2 new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers in the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure, all about the steady memory loss and imminent death. No, not yet. I feel that's going to end up either at the very end of this video or the next stream. Whenever I do the next upload of this. Sounds like a ridiculous story, but gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believed Leia article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken, so it must be happening to him too. Hey Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. The name is familiar to me. He is the ghost that the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? Thank you very much, Thalis. Let me read. Never forget my friends' names. No, it's okay, Ninja. Yeah, I don't understand how. Outside of somehow my model review, not review, but debut got in the mix of some other suggested videos that ended up bumping it a lot. My master was interested in him. Sasaya was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow? I looked into it because I was actually surprised But somehow during that time of day that it fully uploaded after the stream, it was on the watch page, and alongside Nina's graduation, Monster Hunter, and some other VTuber streams. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Incarnate. Then I should tell you the rumors of... Now this creeps me out a little, seeing this picture. Oh, did you hear? About the ghost boy all the schools in H City are talking about? Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine. But if you say yes, give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. That's not all. Hanahiko hates adults. You know? I heard that if the person asks is an adult, they'll die. Yes. Just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. So technically a life force thing like Cell. Single rose. Rose dripping with blood. Thanks. But please don't say that about the ghost, because of that's when the kid could die. Rumors can be easily manipulated. Passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mix in. But they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. No, it's okay. Random. Sorry about that. I was just like... I just don't want the ghost to come at me right now. There's got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. My dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I I found this article in magazine mentioning how Nico was seen there. I figured that place be easier to sneak in than regular schools. I did really like the compliment, though. Thank you. Random. I just realized why you said that, Ninja. Since it's been closed down, what should I ask next? I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. Ha ha. I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Cujo wrote about. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure but the ghost. But there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe it's down his left hand. Really? The left hand is so popular. Mine might be from Hanahiko too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. The ghost was seen a lot of schools in H City, right? Maybe he's remembered something. Better ask him for questions too. No, I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. Should I ask next? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. I go to school there. I've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary in H City. Very similar to the rumors. Can't just be a coincidence. Hi, Correct Galaxy. I'm happy you're to join. I cannot talk. How are you doing today? And I won't be on for too much longer. As I need to get my computer set up for 7 Days to Die. True, I almost forgot about that. Which would explain a lot about why the Ouroboros is on our left hands. I'm doing really good. Enjoying this game. It's not spooky yet. It has a spooky feel, but I have not been jump scared and I have not been really scared yet. You must investigate the places where Hanahiko appeared. For their sake as well as yours. That's well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. No! No jump scares! And especially don't do the Varoshi. I remember that jump scare enough. Thank you, though, for asking. The only way to escape. Such a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. Seems Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? The latest one is at T. Are you serious? Weirdos are around lately. So security is real tight at night. You're clearly suspicious looking. You'd be arrested in a hot second. That's not nice to say, but she's right. Yeah, true. But sometimes it really gets me. Sneak into H. Then why give me that choice? Wait, you're going to? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going to. Hey, and not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed up something. Sheesh. Reminds me of friggin' Salim. Pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation, but the mark does not discriminate stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. Just one? Yeah, not waste time. Others on the way. It's possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. I don't know which one to take. I want want to take the kid. Hi, John. We're almost done for this stream. Almost. Probably another 10-15 minutes. How are you doing today? And sorry, I'm just trying to debate on which kid to take with me. She can be a little too excited, but I don't want the snarky comments from the kid. Is it a good idea to take notes on? Your memory's getting worse all the time. Write down all the information I keep it in my file. Save our lives at some point. Rumors of Hanahiko, other. Important info on spirits will be added to the spirit file. Check it from your bag. Consult it if you need help. Save at the mansion and haunts. Return to the title screen from the bag to load. And then choose continue. Hi, Abaddon! I might only be on here for a little bit longer. Now that I think about it, I do need to go probably a little sooner than I thought to just make sure everything is set up for 7 days. Partner. They're doing that again? I thought I fixed that. Sorry for all that. I'll choose Moe. Spirit power 9. Okay, so I need to fix it up again. That face! Spear power 12, power 8. Choose whether to bring Lady Moe. Okay. System. X. I might just stop and save here since it's giving me that choice. I've been brave so far. The story aspect is unnerving. Free to use the car in the garage. Yeah, I'll stop here for now, so it'll give me time for setting up for 7 Days to Die. So let me close this down now that I saved. I hope you didn't mind that I had agreed with me all this time. Again, I needed some comfort. Outside of course chat. I didn't trust this game. As I don't trust many other horror games. Thank you. But anyways, let me get my music back on. After ads, of course. I hope you guys had a good time watching at least the first part of it. Oh really? Can I, Ninja? Oh, is it Ninja's Streamlabs? Or is it my donations? I need to know just so I can hurry up and get that fixed up too. And yeah, Elements is acting up. I'll fix Elements, but for some reason Throne is working for me. Here in about 30 minutes I'll, I cannot talk. In about 20 minutes, I'll be playing with 7 Days with the other Vtubers. So I hope you guys still had a great time with this and didn't mind me just hugging a pillow for now. For a little bit, probably I'll do the same with 7 Days, but then kick them off for a bit. I'm glad you guys had fun though. But as I said, I better get off. Thank you again, and hope to see you at the 7 Day stream with Yume, I think, Nova, and I can't remember who else. Sadly, I don't think Midnight's going to be there. Sadly. But have a good night and see you there. Bye, my precious puppies.